Hi, welcome to Project Management Contractors Q&A, the place where commonly asked questions relating to the contract project management community are answered. I'm Fiona Patterson, business change practitioner, coach and mentor. One of the groups I coach and mentor are project management professionals who are fairly new to contracting and are learning to deal with the challenges that came with making the transition from a permanent job into the world of contracting. I also help individuals who are currently employed in permanent jobs but who want to make that move towards contracting so as to significantly increase their income, to widen their career horizons, and ultimately to enjoy the freedom and flexibility of being self-employed. Now, moving on to today's question, which is something that many new contractors struggle with, and that is, why am I suffering from contractor imposter syndrome? Well, to begin with, people from all professions, ages and walks of life can suffer from this inability to accept that their accomplishments and their abilities mean that they are actually good enough to earn their place on the pedestal of success. From a contractor's perspective, until you can overcome this imposter syndrome, it will certainly be one of the biggest barriers to your success as a new contractor. I watched a video recently where it was mentioned that Einstein and Maya Angelou both suffered from imposter syndrome, and they're not alone. More and more people are struggling with this. I myself experienced what it was like to feel like an imposter when I made the transition a number of years ago from permanent to contract work as a project management professional. But from a contractor's perspective, the main sticking point tends to be this inability to accept that you actually do have a right to earn a contractor's day rate. Now, to go from years of having to live within the confines of a monthly wage to now earning upwards of £400 or £500 a day, that can lead to constant internal conflict and arguments that you have within yourself. So we're going to look at 3 of those common internal arguments that contract project managers have now. The first is they often think to themselves, I was only earning X £1,000 a year in my permanent job. Now all of a sudden I'm earning this much money. For this rate of pay, I'm supposed to know everything there is to know about contract project management or about project management as a whole. I'm actually being paid way more than I'm worth. Now, as far as these statements are concerned, this one is the only one that's true. This one and this one, or they're both lies. And I want to share with you 3 absolute truths which prove that you're not an imposter and that you actually deserve to be earning a contractor's day rate. The first truth is that as a permanent employee, you knew at that point that you were actually good enough to become a contractor. Now, if you've made the transition from a permanent job, you'll be able to think back to the days when, as a permie, you'd watched contractors come in and work within your office or your department. And like most of the pre-contractor permies that I've worked with on projects, you could probably remember the frustration and the resentment that you felt at having to help or support those contractor colleagues, because they either had the same or less levels of experience of the company's processes or systems than you had. But you would have been aware that the very same company that you were working for at the time was paying them 2 or 3 times as much as they were paying you. And to rub salt in the wounds, they were given the accolade of expert. So here, I reiterate the perception that you need to know everything as a contractor. It just isn't true. What is true, though, is that you're expected to be an experienced project manager who knows how to apply project management methodology along with your practical experience to the assignment that you're working on. And the likelihood is you're already capable of doing that while you're a permanent employee. The second truth is that as a contractor, you actually cost your client less than your equivalent permanent employee. Now, this second truth here, this is an important one because your day rate, as high as it may seem, it doesn't come along with extra payments for things like holiday pay, sick pay, maternity or paternity pay, training and development, medical insurance, death in service life insurance, which a number of organisations still offer for permanent employees, pension contributions, dental plans, staff discounts, etc., etc. Your client doesn't have the burden of paying those benefits for you, but they have to pay for permanent employees for the entire duration of their employment. The third truth is that you need to remember your client chose you out of all the candidate CVs that they screened and the interviews they conducted. They chose to offer the assignment to you. So unless you've been dishonestly creative on your CV, you've stated that you can do things that you can't do, then you can rest assured that you've got what your client is looking for, and they, not you, they've decided that what you can bring to their project is worth paying you that day rate for. So there are 3 proofs that you're not an imposter. Now you need to embrace the fact that you've actually earned your right to success, and you need to start enjoying it. On the next video, I'm going to be looking at answering the question, what should my single most important deliverable be as a contract project manager? Until then, if you found this video useful, subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like this as they become available. If you're currently on a contract assignment and you need one-to-one hands-on support to ensure that you deliver your project successfully, you can hit one of the links below to schedule a free strategy call with me. But in the meantime, if you're interested in getting access to support as a new or an aspiring contract project management professional, you can click on the link below to join our private Facebook group, which is absolutely free, and it gets you connected with other professionals who, like you, are serious about flourishing in their contractor career and are ready to replace challenges with solutions. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.